Please welcome Mr. David Wang, Huawei Executive Director and Chairman of the Investment Review Board. He will deliver a keynote speech on building industry intelligent twins with intelligent connectivity. 有请华为常务董事、产品投资评审委员会主任汪涛先生登场，带来今天的开场演讲，打造智能连接，共建行业智能体。
女士们
Ladies and gentlemen, friends online and offline, good afternoon. Welcome to Huawei Connect 2020 in the autumn. Thanks again for making it to HC 2020. 2020 is an extraordinary year. We have experienced many things, but our industry is still working very hard to help promote global development and fighting against COVID-19. In this process, we feel more deeply about the importance of the ICT infrastructure. Yesterday, you heard what Mr. Guo said. It was about 5G coordination. And this morning, Mr. Hou Jinlong announced the new architecture for the intelligent twins. And today, I will talk about connectivity technologies, especially how they can be used to enable all-scenario intelligent twins. About 3 years ago, Huawei unveiled our new vision and mission, which is to bring digital to every person, home, and organization for a fully connected, intelligent world. You have heard of our consumer strategy, which is coded as 1+A+N, and the goal is to create all-scenario intelligent life experiences to every person. That is the way we bring every person to the intelligent world. Then how do we bring every enterprise to the intelligent world? That is the focus discussion we have at HC. And this year, we propose building intelligent twins for industries to enable enterprises and help them enter the intelligent world. This morning, Mr. Hou Jinlong launched the reference architecture for intelligent twins. In this architecture, intelligent connectivity is one of the 4 key components. If we liken the intelligent twins as the human body, intelligent connectivity is like the torso, connecting the brains and the arms and legs. Then how important is intelligent connectivity to the intelligent twins if we run a comparison? One human brain has 86 billion neurons, whereas one African elephant has 250 billion neurons. Then why do human beings are more smarter than African elephants? It's because human neurons have denser connections. Every human neuron is able to generate over 8,000 synapses. Throughout the torso and legs and arms, strong connections are created. In order to deliver intelligent twins, having computing capacity is not enough. We also need to have strong connectivity. In order to build intelligent twins for industries, what do we need from connectivity exactly? Now let's have a look at the various use cases for connectivity. It's everywhere in the manufacturing industry and other sectors, you name it. If you look at the different connections, the first type would be the connectivity inside the intelligent hub. For example, what we launched last year, AI-enabled Atlas 900. Within Atlas cluster servers, they need very low latency, zero loss connectivity. we also have cloud DCs scattering all over the place. So they also need to connect with each other. So the DC interconnect is also important. Those are the first type. The second type is the connectivity between the intelligent hub and the interactive devices. We liken it to the connections between the brains and limbs. The third type of connectivity is the connections between the devices, for example, AI-enabled cameras, 4K drones, and robotic arms. Connectivity between them belong to the third type. According to our practices, we have found some common needs. For example, this morning you heard about the weather forecast example, and high-definition images were captured in order to make weather forecast. In order to make accurate weather forecast for the situation 4 hours from now, we'll have to capture the massive amounts of weather data, including high-definition images captured through the cameras, and then transmit it to the cloud in real time. Because it involves massive amounts of data, it needs coordination between distributed DCs. Our huge bandwidth, zero packet loss DC connectivity becomes especially important in ensuring AI efficiency and weather forecast. Another example is Shanghai Hongqiao high-speed train station. Every 84 seconds, a train sets off. That is the timetable we have in China. It's got great requirements for connectivity to ensure control signal systems are functioning in a reliable way. Intelligent twins got 5 requirements for connectivity: high reliability, zero packet loss, differentiated services, real-time huge bandwidth, and smart O&M. Based on these needs from intelligent twins, connectivity becomes increasingly important. A bigger bandwidth, lower latency, and finer granular network slicing can benefit intelligent twins. In Wall Street trading floor, 1 millisecond less of latency can mean $1 million of benefits. According to the real-world data from a cloud DC of a certain OTT player, 0.1% of the network packet loss means 50% of lower AI computing capacity. 40 years ago, the Metcalfe's law states that the value of a network grows by the square of the network's size. When we are building the intelligent twins, I think that it could help us, and if Mr. Metcalfe allows me, we would like to add a few variants to the law, including bandwidth latency slicing and such, in order to redefine the value of connectivity. We would like to call it the new Metcalfe's law. In the formula, you can see the quality of connectivity can be translated into productivity, and networks need to provide higher bandwidth, lower latency, and finer granular slicing. With all those factors, connectivity can contribute to productivity. Here, we propose a concept called intelligent connectivity. Then what is it? We believe it's the kind of connectivity that's equipped with ubiquitous gigabit per second deterministic experience and ultra-automation, hyper-automation. First of all, ubiquitous gigabit. Be it 5G, 10G PON, and Wi-Fi 6, they are not able to reach this kind of peak rates. What we are emphasizing here is ubiquitous gigabit. So we want gigabit per second everywhere. And that is still a goal that our existing networks are not able to deliver. But it will be the basis for intelligent connectivity. HD AI cameras, drones, industrial cameras, and various kinds of VR and AR applications for the industrial use cases need ubiquitous gigabit per second capabilities. Second, deterministic experience. Intelligent twins will primarily connect the things. It will be primarily applied to production. Well, what we are familiar with, the OA, well, is more or less the same across companies, but production environments can be very different. Let's look at Shenzhen Airport. Its peak traffic in 2019 showed that there was at least one plane either taking off or landing within every minute. So network real-time assurance is important. Power companies need to commit to 6 nines of reliability or 7 nines. It means that every household on average won't have to suffer more than 4 seconds of power outage. Deterministic connectivity is very important because that would be the precondition for security and reliability for enterprises. This morning, you have seen the announcement of Pengcheng Intelligent Twins, Shenzhen Intelligent Twins. And they have raised very ambitious goals about building intelligent twins for Shenzhen. Speaking of intelligent twins for a city, there are 2 key things. Connectivity and intelligence. First of all, many cities across China are now implementing initiatives to connect things. We have seen many examples. For example, the industrial park in Suzhou, they have embraced 5G and F5G, which means fixed 5G, the 5th generation of fixed network, to collect footage from the endpoints through drones and other devices. And they've got thousands or tens of thousands channels of video. And they also have a number of sensors to collect the information. All of those will be important bases and connectivity between things to support intelligent twins. About information sharing, let me give you an example about government service in Guangdong province. It introduced IPv6 plus technology and deliver one-hop access. That is an effective approach to break down the data silos between different department agencies and share video information. Because in the past, the efforts to break down the silos between DCs were single hop based. It was inefficient. Ubiquitous intelligent connectivity is a crucial enabling technology for intelligent twins for cities. Now let's have a look at intelligent twins for the transportation industry. I will talk about the requirements in greater details. You will also hear the presentation given by Mr. Xie, and he will talk about the airport case. When building intelligent twins for the transportation, specifically for the airports, 3 things should be our focus. First, passengers. Second, planes. Third, the freight. For the passengers, the goal is to improve the passenger experience. There are a number of passengers moving around all the time, so what we need to do is to use Wi-Fi 6 technology to offer better network coverage, be it the waiting area or the boarding area or the check-in area. Seamless connectivity offered by Wi-Fi 6 would be very important. For the planes, 5G technology, which is of low latency and high reliability, can be used to improve the efficiency and safety of flights. One ongoing pilot that Huawei has with Shenzhen Airport is about 5G intelligent navigation lights. Tens of thousands of such lights are connected together, and it's enabled by real-time low latency technologies. It's able to guide the planes in the process of taxiing so that the taxiing is more efficient. There were also patrol cars using 5G and 4K video uploading technology is able to support 24/7 monitoring and accurate search for the footage in the process of handling emergencies. As the airports go digital, their network systems become more complex, including the OA, operational network, and safety networks. They can have 7 different networks or even more networks. Then how can we ensure safety, security, and efficiency? That calls for new technology. We call it ADN, Autonomous Driving Network Solutions. By implementing the ADN solution, and building intelligent twins for the transportation industry will be able to guarantee secure operations. Another example is the financial industry. We know the financial industry is taking the lead in digital upgrades. Financial services part of our everyday life. The banks are working on customer profiling, precision marketing, risk controls, and experience improvement. When the banks built on the customer profiling, they had to identify thousands of parameters very accurately. That's where AI computing power comes into play. In the DC network, what needs to be guaranteed is to reduce the 0.1% packet loss, to minimize the packet loss, so that it could help guarantee AI computing power. Another example is the banking branches. You must have seen it. A lot of them are going through digital upgrades. In every banking branch, they need to have much bigger bandwidth. Traditional private line is certainly not able to satisfy the need. The cost for bigger bandwidth and better support for applications and architecture, AI must be introduced to support smart O&M. It's able to pinpoint problem within 1 second. Is able to identify problem within 1 second, pinpoint it within 3 seconds, and fix it within 5 minutes. And we think that 5G, smart IP networks, and ADN are the key technologies for intelligent twins for the financial industry. So the intelligent connectivity aims to connect things intelligently, and we aim to deliver ubiquitous gigabit deterministic experience and hyper-automation. Connectivity plus AI would be the solution to enable intelligent twins. We have 5G, the 5th generation fixed network on Wi-Fi 6 and such technologies to upgrade connectivity to intelligent connectivity. They can be AI-enabled network element, network systems, and such. We are upgrading from SDN to ADN so that service deployment is more efficient and accurate. Specifically, we offer campus, DC, WAN, and security solutions as part of the efforts of intelligent connectivity. We always have the industry-specific requirements in mind when we define the intelligent twins solution. Next, I would like to briefly talk about several key technologies. First one is 5G intelligent connectivity. As you know, 5G is now growing at speeds faster than expectation. So far, the world has seen commercial deployment of 90 5G commercial networks. By the end of this year, China expects to see 200 million 5G subscribers. Huawei has delivered multiple 5G commercial networks for global telcos. We aim to deliver supreme experience, simplified networking, and simplified and intelligent O&M. And we think that 5G is a very good case of explaining intelligent upgrades. On the one hand, we further advance 5G technologies. We would like to introduce new technologies to optimize uplink speeds up to gigabyte per second so that it can satisfy the video uploading requirements, especially HD video. At the same time, we drive down latency to satisfy use cases such as smart ports. It can also be applied to other automation use cases. Location technology is one area we focus on. We would like to achieve sub-meter level location so that it can help us pinpoint the assets. Another technology is intelligent IP networks. At HC 2019, we launched the 4 engines and the whole series of products. This year, in order to better support intelligent twins, our whole portfolio of solutions have been embedded with AI capabilities, including the campus network. We have Cloud Campus 2.0 solution. This is a gigabyte per second campus solution. We also have Cloud WAN 2.0. This is embedding AI to the WAN solution in order to better synergize the different networks within the DCs. In order to increase AI computing efficiency, we upgrade the technology to Cloud Fabric 2.0 so that within the DC, we are able to deliver zero packet loss so that AI computing power and storage can have a 30% better efficiency. Another key technology is the optical networks. In mobile technologies, we see different generations. 5G is what we know best. F5G is Huawei-led. Is a Huawei-led technology that has been defined in ITU. Is the 5th fixed network technology. We have raised all optical network strategy. We want to extend the connectivity to the edge so that we offer superior experience to individuals, enterprises, and households. There are 3 bright spots I would like to stress. First one is bringing the POL technology to every campus. The second one is liquid OTN technology. The third one is auto discovery and auto commissioning technology based on fiber. It is a DC interconnect solution that can make DCI O&M more efficient. Over the past 40 years, we have seen rapid developments in connectivity technologies. That is what Huawei has focused on. Today, connectivity technologies is the forte of Huawei. Connectivity plus computing would be the major solutions we offer to the B2B customers. A better integration of computing and connectivity technologies would be essential to the enterprises. We want to create intelligent twin solutions for industries by appropriately combining these technologies. Now we are at the critical phase of moving into the intelligent world. It's going to shorten the distance between people and things, and between things. Moving into the future, we see the connectivity technology will continue to evolve. we have already started research and innovation for the 6th generation of technology in terms of space, time, and scale. It would further evolve. It might mean hundreds of times bigger bandwidth, much lower latency, and broader coverage, ushering a new era for human society. It might be a holographic world that we are expecting or something else that we have not expected. And that is why we need to stay open-minded and keep promoting the development of connectivity technologies. Huawei will continue to invest in fundamental research, including those on platform, modules, algorithms, and technologies. We have to improve our basic engineering capabilities, while at the same time work with partners and other players in the industry to get into 6G new IP, F6G, Wi-Fi 7, and such 6th generation of connectivity technologies. While doing so, we have to make innovations along the way, continue to optimize network performance, and offer the best connectivity technology to the world. Obstacles do not block the path. We expect challenges and even more challenges along the way. With no way back, success is our only way forward. One more important thing to say. Today, we are announcing a very important solution for the enterprises. We call it ADN solution, Autonomous Driving Network Solution. Next, I would like to have my colleague Lu Hongju. He will join me in the announcement of ADN solution.
Hongju, President of Huawei General Development Department. 有请华为公共开发部总裁鲁宏居先生登场。
Hello, David.
And Mr. Lu, please open the door of intelligent connectivity together. 请汪总和卢总携手触发智能连接之门，华为自动驾驶网络解决方案 ADN 正式发布。Thank you both. Please come back to the center of the stage and take a photo to mark this memorable moment. 感谢汪总和卢总的精彩发布，请两位再次回到舞台中央，留下值得纪念的时刻。
舞台交给你了。好。
The floor is yours. Thank you, David. Good afternoon, everyone. Over the past 10 years, 4G and cloud development has enriched people's communication and lives, making unbelievable progress. Network technologies represented by SDN enabled application-driven autonomous networks, laying a solid foundation for the prosperous development of cloud. The next decade will be the golden time for the intelligent era, where everything can sense, everything is connected, and everything is intelligent. We need an autonomous network that can heal and optimize themselves. Huawei plans to fully apply AI technologies in the connectivity domain and create autonomous driving networks. Our goal is to redefine network in the same way as automobiles are redefined. We want to reach level 3 in 3 years, L4 in 5 years, and L5 in 7 to 10 years. Today, Huawei wants to launch Autonomous Driving Network Solution, ADN, for the enterprise market. So what is ADN? For you to better understand it, I will use automobile as an analogy. Autonomous driving cars need data sensing, driving control, and cloud and services. For an autonomous driving network, it's similar. First, you need to have network element and AI to gather network data remotely to understand the real-time status of the network. And massive data is transmitted to network control systems through the edge computing. And second, use network and AI to control networks, create digital twins of the network using big data and AI technologies to dynamically control the network, including automatic deployment, simulation, verification, prevention, and prediction, and also proactive optimization. And last, use cloud and AI to provide cloud-based AI training and model service. Continuously upgrade equipment and software and AI models that are already on the network to enhance autonomous driving capability, making the whole network become smarter as it is used. In Huawei's ADN solution, there are not just intelligent network equipment, but also intelligent network control systems like NCE, MAE of the iMaster series, and also network AI engine and cloud managed network, these two cloud services. At present, ADN has been implemented by many industrial customers. I want to share with you two cases. On February the 2nd, our cloud managed network team participated in the construction of Wuhan Huoshenshan Hospital, making a little bit contribution to the fight against COVID-19. At that time, the biggest challenge is time. One service engineer took 3 days and used ADN's solution to have deployed over 1,000 Wi-Fi 6 equipment. And that supported the construction miracle in Wuhan Huoshenshan Hospital. The second case is People's Insurance Company. During the pandemic, in order to achieve contactless damage claim, PIC launched several self-service applications for customers to easily apply for damage compensation. PIC asked for quick repair of network faults and around-the-clock service. By utilizing Huawei's ADN solution, the typical faults of PIC's data center network was identified within 1 minute, located in 3 minutes, and repaired in 5 minutes, supporting the around-the-clock services to their customers. The last case is from Huawei Dongguan South Factory. ADN is helping production lines to enhance wireless intelligent applications and improve flexibility and automation of the production. Let's watch a video to see how is Huawei's P40 smartphones are produced. Today, we have invited another special guest. She and I will take you through this session.
Yu, famous talk show host and Huawei Intelligent Connectivity Experience Officer. 有请著名主持人、华为智能连接体验官陈鲁豫女士登场。
Hello, Mr. Lu. Hello, everyone. Welcome to have an experience of Huawei's ADN. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. I'm very excited as Huawei's Intelligent Experience Officer. As many of the audience, I'm a user of Huawei's smartphones. I'm a fan of Huawei. You talked about a P40. I have a P40 myself. I know it takes only 28.5 seconds to produce a P40. That really shocked me. So I want to know, how is that relevant to networks? And that is what we call as smart manufacturing. In order to produce faster, your equipment needs to have feet, production lines need to have eyes, and factories need to have a brain. And to achieve all of these, intelligent connectivity is indispensable. That's very interesting. Talking about feet for the equipment, I think they're like the cleaning robots. Yes, we call them as automatic guided vehicles, or AGVs. We use Wi-Fi networks to control them and use them to ship materials. We have several hundreds of AGVs in our South factory. So what are the functions of AGVs? If you are to control several hundreds of vehicles and ensure production don't stop running, you need to ensure your Wi-Fi network is always stable. What ADN does is automatically detect Wi-Fi issues and immediately solve them. I see you have brought ADN products. Can you demonstrate that to us? Okay, please look at the screen on the left side. It is a 3D graph of our South factory. The things moving between production lines are AGVs. On the right side, it is a demo of our ADM product. Now you can see the production network of Zone B of South factory. Now let me show you how does the ADM finds problem and solve it. Shall we? Yes, please check production Zone B's Wi-Fi network. Is everything okay? After analysis with AI, I found there is an AGV freezing issue in R13. R13, fourth floor, 3 Y3 type AGVs lost packets. They are about to lose their ways. A roaming packet loss, start optimizing. After an analysis with AI, regenerate new roaming baselines. Should I deploy? Yes. Deliver new roaming baselines. Implemented. Freezing issue solved. 3 AGVs are back to normal operation. This is how we make factories have feet. So that's very precise. You can see the status of each floor and each vehicle. That's the eyes for the production lines, right? Well, we use industrial cameras to achieve that. At present, in one production line, we have many industrial cameras. Most of them are taking photos for quality check purposes, check whether the processing techniques have met the quality standards, and some are for guiding the actions of mechanical arms. How does that achieved technically? Well, the industrial cameras are the eyes of mechanical arms. We are using 5G network to connect the cameras with mechanical arms. Can you share with us the role and functions of ADN here? Okay, I will demonstrate to you how does ADN deploys a 5G network very quickly. Shall we? Yes. Have you received a 5G network task? Received 5G network new construction task, connecting industrial cameras and control units. Task 1, 1.5 gigabit per second uplink bandwidth assurance. Task 2, 50 millisecond latency assurance. After analysis, network resources can meet the needs. Create slice 1, uplink big bandwidth slice. Create slice 2, low latency slice. Should I deploy the configuration? Yes. Deploying the configuration. Automatic base station detection and deployment completed. Slice deployment completed. Service is ready. Start real-time service assurance monitoring. Task completed. This is how we make the production lines have eyes. Just now you mentioned 5G. Is that different from the 5G that we're using every day? That's true. 5G is used here to connect things. For example, mechanical arms. So the latency requirement is very different. And for the high-definition AI photo taking and inspection, the bandwidth requirement is also very high. So you said you need to have equipped feet and eyes for your factory, and also you need to have a brain for your factory. Is that correct? Yes. We need to have a software-defined manufacturing. That means you need to have various types of applications in the data center. And besides allocating computing and storage resources, you also need to configure the best network resources. That sounds a little bit complex. Can you demo that to me? Okay. Let me show you how does ADN connect applications in the cloud. Xiao Yes? Have you received a new data center task? Received new laser marking application task. Application type, AI detection application. Latency lower than 1 millisecond. Intention analysis completed. System analyzed resource utilization, security, and SLA. Recommend SLA quality first solution. Should I execute? Execute. Start live network simulation. Simulation completed. Deployment conditions ready. No impact to old services. Start configuration deployment. Deployment completed. Services ready. This is the demo of factory brain. I used to get lost and I need to use map navigation. You input your destination and it will recommend the best route for you. Exactly. As long as you tell ADN your intention, it will give you the best solution. So after watching these demos and your explanation, now I can better understand what David Wang has said. Connectivity is productivity. Right. I shared with you ADN's application in the smart factory, but actually intelligent connectivity is the foundation of industrial digital transformation. We have invited customers from transportation, electricity, and finance sectors. And now the floor is yours. Please guide the audience to check them out. No problem. Thank you, Mr. Lu, for your wonderful sharing and demonstration. Thank you. As the Intelligent Connectivity Experience Officer of Huawei, let me share with you my recent experience. The first scenario, airports. I travel frequently. Last month, I went to Shenzhen and experienced the whole process, from dropping my bags to onboarding. I just use face recognition through the end-to-end process. So facial recognition may become the normal for us in the future. Shenzhen Airport is the first one to have achieved end-to-end facial recognition gate management. Shenzhen Airport is very large, and there are around 1,100 flights going through Shenzhen Airport, and around 52 million passengers travel through Shenzhen Airport. So as a large airport, Shenzhen Airport also adopts technologies to better serve their customers. So how did they do and what they will do in the future? Let's watch a small video.
那下面我们掌声欢迎。
Now let's welcome our guest from Shenzhen Airport.
谢友松 Deputy General Manager of Shenzhen Airport Group。有请深圳市机场集团有限公司副总经理谢友松先生登台。
尊敬的王涛
Distinguished Mr. Wang Tao, guests, friends online and offline. Hello everyone. Just now, Lu Yu experienced the airport as an ordinary passenger and shared with us her experience. She's so smart and demanding, but she still recognizes the convenience available in Shenzhen Airport. That means that the joint efforts we have made with Huawei are successful, and that will solidify our confidence to further partner with Huawei. Next, let's review the early results achieved in the intelligent airport development in Shenzhen. The digital transformation in Shenzhen Airport has improved the efficiency of operation and control. We have focused on the allocation of aircraft stands and applied AI technology on this key element of production and made it intelligent allocation system. By doing so, we have tremendously increased the usage of boarding bridges. According to our statistics, last year this rate rose by 5%. At the same time, 2.6 million passengers didn't have to board the aircrafts by shuttle buses, and our flight on-time rate is also higher. Because of the reduced use of shuttle buses, we have also saved energy. That will make us greener and more energy efficient. Second, the digitalization has also made trips easier and more convenient for passengers with facial recognition and AI, which are integrated. We have developed a differentiated security check system, and the security check lanes is 60% more efficient. With the civil aviation big data system, the passengers without criminal records or inclination to break laws and travel and using Shenzhen airports for certain times a year are defined as the credible passengers, and they are eligible to take the accelerated fast track for security check that can save 40% of their time for boarding. And digitalization has made us safer and more reliable. With video analytics, we have developed the perimeter guarding and alerting system. In case of emergency, the alert can actually trigger coordination among different forces within seconds, and the accuracy level is below 3 meters. And the traffic conditions for the airport are predicted up to 95% of accuracy rate. In the second part, I would like to share with you our approach to the development of intelligent airport. That is about 3 adherences. First, we adhere to take digital transformation as the core of our group strategy, and that can resolve 2 problems for us. First, we have aligned the mindset of our workforce as well as the management. There's a consensus in Shenzhen Airport that we need to be an intelligent airport. Second, that can also assure the input of resources, human, financial, all included. Sustainable investments are available. So the intelligent airport strategy is at the core of the group strategy, and we adhere to that. Third, we follow through the one and a single digital blueprint. We have engaged Huawei as the chief architect, developing the master plan, which has come to the second phase, or the second round. As such master plan will not shift per the changes of organization, personnel, or the promotion or transfer of the executives. The one and a single digital blueprint will be followed to the end. By adhering to the single digital blueprint, developing the digital platform, we are going to lay the cornerstone for the intelligent airport. That is the second part of our approach. Thirdly, we adopt an open and a proactive attitude to embrace the new technologies. We have introduced AI, cloud, big data, 5G, Wi-Fi, and we are considering to introduce blockchain in the future. All advanced and reliable technologies, leading technologies, will be the target for us to bravely try and introduce. These are the three key pillars of our approach to intelligent airport. Thirdly, we develop intelligent airports with intelligent connections. By connecting everything and the coordinating between the cloud and the network and ICT infrastructure, both the facilities and personnel will be all connected, and that is the basis of intelligent airports. We can achieve the integrated concept of security. We can actually develop a video-based alert and warning system for the sake of the security personnel. To achieve comprehensive service experiences, we need to connect the passengers, luggages, and the self-service equipments as well as service providers. To enable through smooth operation and control, aircrafts, ground services, supporting vehicles all need to be connected. While developing the intelligent connections in our airport, we face four difficulties. One is how to connect the passengers well, so that the passengers will be able to access the online and offline facilities and the needed services. Second, how can we connect all the operating staff? By digital devices and terminals, they can be reached out so that the data and instructions can be transmitted effectively. Third, how can we get the infrastructure and equipment connected by wireless and wired equipments? The facilities can be well sensed and controlled. Fourthly, how can we actually break or connect the data silos and the chimney-style systems so that all the data can be connected and shared? In order to resolve these challenges, we have adopted the following solutions. First, we use Wi-Fi to connect the passengers. With the new Wi-Fi technologies, we have already covered the entire terminals and upgraded the connections available. We can support more than 30,000 passengers online. And the seamless roaming is also possible, and the internet access will not break down, so that you can actually watch videos while running around in the airport. Last month, Actually, that scenario was selected as an essay question for an exam in a primary school in Shenzhen. Second, we used the ELTE to connect operations staff. We developed the 1.9 gigabyte wireless private network with video, data positioning, and wireless communication. All these conveniences are connected and converged for the convenience of the operations itself. The timely, accurate, and flat structured coordination and communication have been made possible. In May, 3 months in advance, we completed the coverage of the terminals and airfields with 5G. We have used a 5G plus 4K webcast of the operating status of the aircrafts and the 5G plus 4K patrol vehicle backhaul transmission. We are combining 5G and beidou positioning for the autonomously driven patrol vehicles, shuttle buses, and other scenarios. So in terms of the runway lighting, you have heard about that, the attempts we have made from the presentation by Mr. Wang Tao. If that retrofitting is successful, we are going to extract a lot of value. That means we don't have to, dig the earth. We don't need to physically retrofit the runway. With the 5G, the runway lighting will be improved so that we can minimize the physical engineering. With the digital platform, we can connect the data. We have developed the digitalization platform for the airport, the operation, safety, service, logistics, traffic, and other data will be collected. Finally, I would like to share with you our takeaways from the development of intelligent airport in Shenzhen. First, digital transformation, I believe, is the key to developing better modern airports. That also matches China's ability to develop a digital China and a network-empowered country. We need to be confident and firm in the drive to develop digital airport. Second, the construction of smart airports should focus on the needs of customers so that we can deliver the convenient experience to passengers and more efficient operations to staff and ensure the security and the safety of the airport. Thirdly, intelligent airport is a long-term systematic project. We need to stay focused and stay persistent so that a comprehensive digital blueprint should be developed and followed to the end. We need to also think ahead and be bold and be progressive so that we can take solid steps one after another to turn the blueprint into reality. Finally, intelligent airport concerns, groundbreaking changes. We need to be open, inclusive, well-planned, and coordinated among all the stakeholders. Silos need to be connected, and the systems need to be jointly developed and shared. So these are our takeaways from the development of intelligent airports. Finally, as a comprehensive traffic and transport hub in Greater Bay Area, we follow the motto of one airport, one dream, and adhere to technological innovation, customer and passenger-centric model, and focus on improving the user experience and the safety level and efficiency level. We are going to try all the intelligent applications so that we can keep ourselves in the leadership position in intelligent airports. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you again, Mr. Xie from Shenzhen Airport. Let me go on with my experiences. Just now we heard presentation about the airports. Let's now turn to electric power. In my childhood, from 70s to the 80s, in many ordinary households, in the drawers, candles would be preserved, usually in white color. It is not to light up the atmosphere for dinners, but to, cope with the blackouts. Blackouts weren't often, but it did happen. And it still happens, but more and more rarely, until we almost forget about it. In southern Great China, the coverage is 1 million square kilometers, hosting 254 million people. The annual outage per home is only 30 minutes last year. But can we make it even lower? Because I'm an experienced officer. Of course, you have it. For example, in Futian district of Shenzhen, the outage per year was only 2.5 minutes last year. Behind these numbers, what are the stories? Let's invite the representative of Southern Grid.
Dan Ke, Chief of Communications Division of China Southern Power Grid Power Dispatching and Control Center. 有请南方电网公司电力调度控制中心通信处处长洪丹科先生登台。
主持人好，各位来宾。
Hello, Louis. Hi, dear friends, online and offline. Good afternoon. I'm Hong Dan-ke from Southern Grid. I'm so privileged to speak at Huawei Connect 2020 about unleashing new value of connectivity for a digital CSG. Southern Power Grid, or CSG, was founded on December 29, 2002. It was a product of the restructuring of the power sector of China. It supports a territory of 1 million square kilometers and 254 million people, representing 18.2% of the national population. We cover 5 provinces, and we are also open and connected to Vietnam, Thailand, Myanmar, Laos, and the Hong Kong and Macau SAR. 1/4 of the power in Hong Kong and 90% of power in Macau are from us. Actually, we ranked the 105th place among Fortune Global 500, and we actually distribute about 1 trillion kilowatt hours. What does that mean? If we rank China State Grid and CSG as economies on the global ranking table, State Grid will be the first, followed by US, EU, India, Russia, and us as the 6th. But we are even ranked higher than Japan, Canada, and Germany. We are a test field of reform, and our founding and growth are results of reforms. The energy sector is now implementing President Xi's energy revolution strategy and developing secure, reliable, green, and efficient power system. Electric power is the hallmark of the second industrial revolution. How can we make the breakthrough in the fourth industrial revolution? The answer must be digitalization, only through which can we integrate cloud, big data, 5G, blockchain, and other cutting-edge ICT, restructure the energy system broader and deeper, and adapt ourselves to the quickly evolving power market. Let's now watch a short video together.
每一次电流的涌动，虽悄无声息，跨越山海，终成银线千里，输送能源奇迹。每一个平凡的身影，虽默默无闻，日年相付，终成万家灯火。与变革为伴，我们始终成为每一次推动能源变革的前行力量，在登顶中寻找更高的山峰。 用数字解构，以数据重生，涅槃飞翔。这是一个全新的数字电网，它用数据建立起自己浩瀚的运行体系，如星空，如日月，璀璨未来。它构筑坚强的网络防护体系，保驾护航。数字化、网络化、智能化，让南方电网拥有更多的责任与使命。智能电网运营商、能源产业价值链整合商、能源生态系统服务商。未来以来，南方电网以100亿启动数字南网建设，撬动1000亿级产业规模，打造数字中国的坚实脊梁。让我们共同携手，共建未来。数字南网，成就你我。
2019年5月。
In May 2019, we launched our digital power grid strategy to accelerate our transformation into a smart power grid operator, energy industry value chain integrator, and energy ecosystem service provider. Digital transformation would digitize, intelligentize, and network our grid. It integrates energy flow, information flow, and value flow, and promotes the digitalization of user services and facilitates through digitalization open cooperation, win-win, and collaborative innovation among stakeholders of the energy ecosystem. It uses power and computing power to promote energy revolution and new energy system construction and build a digital power grid system with ontological security. There are two physical networks in power grid, like the cables for transmission, distribution, transformation, utilization, and all the other steps. And that is about the physical network that transmits power flow. In parallel with that is the communication network, which transmits information. At present, the total length of our cables exceeds 300,000 kilometers, with more than 250,000 kilometers of optical cables and nearly 90,000 sets of various communication equipment. As an important infrastructure for digital transformation of the company, electric power communication network runs through all links of power grid production, management, and the services. So that is the nervous system of the network. The reliable and the secure end-to-end connection is the key to our digital power grid. Digital power grid demands an intelligent connection to excel in coverage, bandwidth, reliability, and latency. The infrastructure of power grid is deployed in numerous homes and workplaces in all walks of life. So the coverage must be broad so that we can have remote measurement and control of all the devices. The huge amount of information generated by the grid infrastructure is pooled in our cloud center, as well as the application platforms that requires the large bandwidth for connection. So far, our OTN network bandwidth has reached 1T. You may not believe it is marvelous. Actually, 20 years ago, the bandwidth was only 32 MB. So you can see how much the increase is. Indeed, ICT has reshaped not only our life, but also our grid. To ensure safe and stable operation and quality service for users, the whole communication channel must be highly reliable end-to-end. For the real-time control information of power grid production and operation, low communication latency is required. The transmission latency across thousands of miles must be within 12 milliseconds, whether you are by direct or routing. That can ensure that in case of faults, rapid response can be made. So these smart connections are the cornerstone of the digital grid. The electric power system is highly automatic synchronous system. Power is a special commodity because it is produced and consumed at the same time. In the world, perhaps there is only product that is produced and consumed this way. To ensure both the producers and the suppliers are dynamically balanced, we are actually doing our basic job. We have 300,000 kilometers of transmission lines. They are actually the power's highway. In case of failure, relay protection devices must isolate the faulty lines from the grid within the very short space of time. We also need to have 2 sets of them to ensure the redundancy. So if there is a wrongful or rejected protection, we must make sure that will not happen. And that is a major problem if they do happen. To prevent communication from causing rejected or wrongful protection, we have proposed the development of the communication network that is always on and connected. So in whatever extreme conditions, typhoon, earthquake, or snowstorms, which happen to quite frequently, the interruption of communication shall not happen. At least one line of connection must be available. For transmission lines, in the past, the line inspection in normal days and the positioning of fault for failure, depended entirely on manual inspection. As you know, the high voltage lines are usually built in remote corners like corners, mountains, or villages. That is inefficient and costly. With ICT, especially the high bandwidth, low latency, reinforced enabled by 5G and reinforced by AI, infrared detection, and other technical means, we can use drones to quickly locate the faults, and we can be thus more productive by a big margin. In 2019, our UAV or drone patrol reached 510,000 kilometers, enough to fly around the Earth 13 times. And we also follow a people-centric development philosophy. So our target is the following. We target to cap the power outage time of downtown customers below 1 hour. That is pretty challenging. Just now, the experienced officer mentioned this. This is challenging because in 2019, the National Energy Administration published the indicators of outage nationwide. So that was 13.72 hours, 4 hours in cities and 17 hours in the countryside. So the average is 13 hours. Where our target is much lower than that, you can appreciate how challenging it is and how costly it will be for investment. Our equipments are all over 1 million square kilometers. They are everywhere. They are heterogeneous. So only with a better communication can we ensure that they are securely linked and connected. When there's a fault, it will be sensed by the grid. For example, if the transformer near your home breaks down, the grid will actually sense that, and a message will be sent to you so that we will say, hey, sorry, because of an outage, you are going to experience a short blackout. In Guangzhou, Shenzhen, in the downtown area, the blackout is less than 0.5 hours. And in Futian district, that is only 2.5 seconds. Actually, in the tier 1 cities, you have a little feeling about the outage. In Shenzhen and Guangzhou rank the number 1 and number 2 of China in terms of quality of service, and that is also the world-class performance. Indeed, the distribution network communication of 10 kV and below has long been a gap. With the pilot of 5G technology, it will gradually overcome, and it will be overcome gradually, and real-time online communication and connection of mass terminals will be realized. In F5G and intelligent IP network, the R&D has considered the special needs of the grid business and introduced the relevant industry standards. Last year we actually published a white paper about how Huawei and 5G have partnered with us for 5G applications. In August this year, we published the world's first 5G CPE timing-able terminal. I mean, the terminal that can do the timing service by 5G. So it is no longer the case that such service can be only provided by optical fiber and other wire or cables. Now it is possible to do it on a wireless basis, but we have also re-engineered our own business to first dismantle and install and enable the self-cure function of the grid. The in-depth convergence of intelligence, ICT, and grid would provide us with sustained competitive edge and allow us to improve our services and reach the world class in terms of the power business environment. And we are going to dare to lead and surely create and unleash even more new value from the power industry. That's the end of my presentation. Thank you.
也再次感谢南方电网洪。
So thank you again, Mr. Hong from CSG. Next, the scenario will be switched to finance and banking. So I'm going to talk about money spending. I always keep 100 RMB in terms of physical banknote in my purse. It was put in January. It was brand new, but now it is worn out. I wanted to spend it out, but I always also keep some money with me to make me safe. When I handed over the banknote, I always see some light of curiosity and despite from the eyes of the cashier. I knew what the cashier meant. Then I would use my cell phone for payment. But my concern is, what if my battery is dead? It doesn't really matter if I disappear, but my fear is I got penniless. What if one day everything that I wear, I use, I drive can be payment instruments? And what will be the future of banking? Let's now hear the speaker from Pudong Development Bank.
Vice Chairman and President of SBD Bank. 掌声欢迎浦发银行副董事长、行长潘伟东先生登台。
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. The hostess has said you must carry your phone with you, even though you do not carry cash with you. I'm very glad to attend Huawei Connect 2020. Shanghai Pudong Development Bank is a national joint stock commercial bank. Over the years, we have been benchmarking with leading international digital banks, actively exploring cutting-edge technologies and promoting full-stack digitalization from basic technologies to business ecosystems. Today, I'd like to share with you the practices and thoughts of SPD Bank. Over the years, we have always believed that technology is the primary productive force. Innovation is the driving force for development, and we want to use technologies to transform our business models. Our latest strategic target is to build a leading joint stock commercial bank with international competitiveness and become the pace setter and pioneer of high-quality development in the financial industry in the new era. Driven by customer experience and digital technologies, we have actively promoted the construction of open banks, and we have used the technology to continuously innovate connectivity. In 2018 July, in Beijing, we launched the industry's first API bank, which triggered a wave of open bank construction in China. With that, we've connected bank services to the customer's work and life. Last year, SPD Bank, Huawei, and China Mobile launched China's first 5G smart banking branches in Shanghai and completed the first bank card issuance service using 5G network, achieved HD or high-definition remote customer service, and MR hybrid reality, provided innovative customer service experience. The first digital employee, Xiaopu, has been successfully put in place. It is a virtual employee. If you go to our mobile bank, you can see that we have provided an intuitive service interface. And Xiaopu provides customers with intelligent and personalized services, redefines the ways of connection and interaction between the physical and digital worlds. We want to usher in a new era for financial services. With API 5G and digital employee, we are always applying new technologies. We are evolving the touch points, paths, and forms of engagement with our customers. And we created new business models. We hope that the services from the bank could be linked with our customers' work and life. We believe that connectivity is changing the world. 5G, cloud, big data, AI, and some other new technologies are leading us into the new Internet era. From the Internet of people to the Internet of things, and from the Internet of everything to the connected intelligent things. Smart cars, smart homes, and delivery robots have become new species with intelligent computing and autonomy capabilities. Because of 5G and IoT, we have proposed a concept of intelligent things. According to industry forecasts, by 2025, in the public utilities, manufacturing, healthcare, and agricultural industries, ubiquitous access, the number of connections will reach 100 billion. Intelligent things are connected to become intelligent twins. Intelligent twins are connected to form smart cities and smart transportation networks. There are huge rooms for us to imagine. These smart spaces will fully utilize the value of networks and nurture infinite innovation potential. Therefore, from connected intelligence, connected scenarios to connected ecosystems, banks are proactively embracing the era of connected intelligent things. First, connect intelligence and unleash digital productivity. In the future, enterprises will compete for data volume and AI capabilities, which are the new factors of production and productivity. Therefore, building a powerful intelligent hub has become the key to building core competitiveness of the banking industry. We hope that intelligent hub will become a key driver for us to win in the competition. With intelligent networks, on the one hand, we can effectively connect computing nodes and data centers, fully releasing cloud computing power. And cloud, edge, and terminals can be seamlessly connected to ensure smooth data flow. Data centers and networks in the future will not just about cloud computing. In the edge and devices, you will have seamless connections. Therefore, you will have a awareness, analysis, decision-making, and response, closed-loop intelligent service flow. Externally, we want to improve customer experience and customer service capabilities. Internally, we want to enhance service operation efficiency and lean management capability. I strongly agree with what David Wang has said. Connectivity is productivity. Second, connect different scenarios and create new service models. We have always adhered to customer centricity principle. Financial services must be deconstructed and integrated into customers' work and life scenarios. The new species generating from the scenarios, which is intelligent things, have brought new opportunities for business innovation, technology innovation, and model innovation. Intelligent things will change the way banks connect to customers. Intelligent things will become a new interface for people to interact with the digital world. Zero distance and always deliver to expectation. One word or one gesture may be enough for intelligent things to act as expected. Intelligent things can, based on the scenario the user is in, build a user-centric intelligent space and provide all scenario services. I want to emphasize user-centric and all scenario services here. In the past, when we talked about scenario-based finance, because of lacking connection and collaboration between intelligent things, scenarios are scattered. Well, all scenario service means that in an intelligent space, based on the time and the situation that a person is in, intelligent service experience can be provided. For example, for a vehicle road collaboration network, people is connected to the road network navigation and charging piles through smart vehicles. Interaction is very convenient, and this scenario can be connected to smart campus and smart home scenarios. Third, connect the ecosystem and promote industry collaboration. Intelligent space is bound to be a prosperous ecosystem. Still take vehicle road collaboration as an example. Smart vehicles, roads, traffic lights, and parking lots are supported by the operators, government administrative departments, and intelligent technology platforms. People, things, and enterprises together form a diversified N+N ecosystem. IoT, blockchain, big data, and AI technologies will build a bottom-up technology stack to create an intelligent, open, and effectively collaborative ecosystem. Financial services serve as the glue in this. Customers are at the center, scenarios are the interface, and ecosystem is the basis. Financial services are deeply integrated with businesses, consumers, and governments, serving the economic development of the real economy. On the platform, all parties can share in the industry and the ecosystem. Customers and scenarios, technology and finance break barriers caused by information asymmetry, reduce trust costs, provide all sorts of services for enterprises in the industry ecosystem, and achieve win-win for all parties. So the future ecosystem will be a win-win ecosystem where everyone can work together and progress together. In the era of connected intelligent things, SPD Bank puts forward the concept of Bank of Things, aiming to build a new financial service infrastructure for the future digital society. We define this as a basic infrastructure, extend the direct service targets of banks from people to intelligent things. This is a part of our digital innovation. I think this is quite forward-looking concept. What do we mean by financial service for intelligent things? Please watch a video.
You have a new message.
智能汽车将于5分钟后到达。
The video has shown us how things look like in the intelligent, connected world, where we can have seamless and non-intrusive financial services everywhere. As you can see, the future has come. SPD Bank has been working with world-leading technology companies to strengthen forward-looking research and unleash new momentum for financial technology development. In 2018, we established a joint lab with Huawei and achieved many results. In August this year, we signed a comprehensive strategic cooperation agreement, and today we want to launch the Bank of Things white paper. After around 1 year of efforts, we have finally finished constructing or writing this white paper. It will show you a new model of financial service. We want to explore how the new financial services can innovate together with retail, transportation, and healthcare industries. Now, I'd like to invite David Wang to launch this together with me. Hello, David. Hello, Mr. Pan. I'm very glad to have this opportunity to release our innovation achievement together. You're the creator of this white paper.
Paper jointly developed by SPD Bank and Huawei is officially launched. 浦发银行与华为联合开发的“物的银行”白皮书正式发布。Thank you both. Please be seated. 感谢两位的精彩发布，请台下落座，稍事休息。
안녕하세요.
Hello.
Hey.
konnichiwa.
大家好。
你好。
你好。
Привет.
Вітаю! Huawei Intelligent Connectivity accelerates digital information of office and production operations.
Huawei Intelligent Connectivity helps digital semiconductor build a digital factory.
华为智能连接。
引领5G 新基建。
Huawei Intelligent Connectivity power IP-based transformation of production.
Redefine internet access experiences in coffee shops.
Huawei Intelligent Connectivity enables paperless travel.
Intelligent connectivity.
New value together.
Intelligent connectivity.
New value together.
Intelligent connectivity.
共创行业新价值。
Intelligent connectivity.
New value together.
Intelligent connectivity.
New value together.
Internet connectivity. New value together.
Intelligent connectivity. New value together.
刚才看到那些画面。
Just now, we saw these images. They represent numerous users, partners worldwide. They have been, traveling the path together with us. I also feel honored to see them. I saw Back to the Future film when I was in middle school. Dr. Brown told the protagonist, Bruce, where were we going? We don't need roads. But in many occasions, it is not the case that we don't need roads. The truth is, there are no roads in the places we are going. And that is also true for Huawei in the most remote areas or the highest peaks. That is always the case for a few days in May. I think many people like me paid attention to the live streaming of the expedition of a China mountaineering team to Mount Everest or Chomolungma. Let's watch a video about that.
地球之巅，神秘莫测；苍穹之下，风云变幻。意志是勇敢者的标志。向上，向上，再向上。 去探索，去突破，去创造。没有路，我们来开路；没有退路，就是胜利之路。
今天特别荣幸。
Today we are so privileged to have with us the captain of the mountaineering team of China, who conquered the Chomolungma
Mountaineering team。让我们用热烈的掌声，有请中国登山队队长王永峰先生。
Hi, welcome. Captain Wang, let's welcome Mr. Wang, captain of Chinese mountaineering team. You know, he's a legendary figure. You know, he is the first Chinese that has reached the peaks of all the 7 continents and both poles in south and north. And the team he leads is also a brave team. We know that it was in 1960s that your team made the first successful attempt to mount Everest, and then you repeated the success in 1975 and 03 and 08. But why you want to do it again? This time the mandate is not only to get on the top, but also measure the latest height of Chomolungma. This is a joint venture between China and Nepal to measure the new height of Chomolungma. You know, in many documentaries and news reports, I know behind every successful attempt to be on the top, there must be a lot of hardships and dangers. And what is about this year? Indeed, this is very difficult this year. You know, we were hit by the COVID-19 pandemic, and still we need to manage the mission. You know, only in May can you make it to the top of Chomolungma. But there are very few days in May that the weather is good, so we hope that we can make it in the first half of May, but because of the pandemic, many of the supplies were delayed. So we couldn't do it in the first half. And then we tried another date, and we encountered avalanche, so we didn't make it. Then May the 27th was the only day left for us to try it. If we still could not make it, then we had to abort the mission this year to measure the new height of Chomolungma, and then we will lose the opportunity to publish such a figure. Then we tried the third time despite all the dangers and difficulties. Luckily, for the third attempt, our team members knew that they shoulder the mission of the state and the glory of the country. Then, in the number 2 camp at the 7,790 meters, we were hit by a grade 11 gust, and people could be blown out of the mountain. You know, depends on where the wind went, and we also persisted and succeeded despite the gust. And Huawei was fighting with us for such an expedition. When we planned this job, and CCTV would do the live broadcast in the same way as Olympics, and there was a team of 100 and more members of the crew. And because of the pandemic, and that team shrunk to 6 only. And whether we could stream the moment that we make it on the top, and then while we took up the mission to use 5G for the live broadcast, then finally with the cell phones, the 6-member team did the job of live broadcasting that could have been done by 100 people. Then, despite the grade 11 gust, Captain Chilo of the team and the rest of the team had a concern that someone may die, and they asked the broadcast specialists whether they could hold on. And then with the 5G, the footages could be transmitted from the cell phone live, and the technicians also wanted to hold on despite the danger. And we worked with Huawei, and indeed, this is a perfect match between Huawei and us. We fear no danger, and we fight as one to climb the summits. So Huawei says, never stop scaling new heights. That is, the two missions and mottos are so aligned. Thank you so much. I still feel the excitement. I would like to salute you and your teammates. I know you have a special gift. Later you will exchange it with Mr. Wang from Huawei. So now I would like to invite back to the stage Mr. Wang Tao from Huawei.
同时呢，也要请出我们的工作人员。
And please bring the gifts to the stage. Very special gifts, and the two will exchange gifts and check whether the one is prepared by you. Please introduce your gift. This is an mountaineering ice axe. It's like another hand of the person who is going to climb up to the mountain. When the person encounters dangers, this tool can protect him or her. So this is a very important tool and a big helper. And David Wang, please share with us what gift have you prepared? This is also a mountaineering ice axe, but this has embedded with Huawei's intelligent connectivity technical elements. We have marked Huawei's 30 years journey of exploration. I want to give this gift to you to salute to you. We hope that the mountaineering team will continue to overcome difficulties and challenges. No obstacle will stop you from climbing up to a new height. And please take a photo to memorize this moment. Okay, this is captured. Please keep the two gifts, which are very precious. And you two, please stay in the stage. We will invite the guests who have shared with us to come back to the stage again. Please welcome Mr. Xie Yousong from Shenzhen Airport, Hong Danke from South Grid, Mr. Pan from SPD Bank, and also Lu Hongzhu from Huawei General Development Department. Please stand in the center or at the center of the stage. Please raise up your hands and shout out your slogan. Scaling new heights with intelligent connectivity. Thank you. Thank everyone. Please go back to your seat. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Please take your seat. Tomorrow we will have more contents waiting for you. Please take a look.